Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here today. We're taking a look here at NKN, which is a new kind of network, and it is definitely making some moves here. So thank you so much to my patrons for requesting that I cover this. We're just going to take a quick look at the technicals. You should always do your own fundamental analysis, and if you're new to the channel, of course, not a financial advisor, this is for educational purposes. I just have years of trading experience, and my goal is to help become a better trader, and by doing so, help you become a better trader as well, right? I think we should all learn as much as we can for as many people as possible. So hopefully you can learn a thing or two here today. Then my day will be made if that is the case. If not, that's cool too. Feel free to join my trading community. Link in the description below. CryptoCache Premium, really awesome experience there. I have a descriptive video too if you're curious what that entails. So check that out. Looking at Bitcoin first, and if you're new to the channel as well, sorry, I forgot to mention this. I always look at Bitcoin first because any good trader will always look at Bitcoin. You can feel free to try to fast forward to the end for a prediction. I kind of sprinkle it throughout the whole entire video, so just be aware of that. You're not going to find a, here's the answer at the end, just because, it's not that easy, right? Looking at Bitcoin first, very important. So looking at this, of course, what we want to preface is the fact that we have a nice support channel between 53,800 and 56,000. Probably doesn't even matter now at this point, just based on the fact that the price took off here today based on exchange traded funds and ETF that's likely going to be, I believe, released next week or available for trading in the stock market, right? So with Bitcoin making its way into the traditional stock market, that's a pretty big deal. That drove the price up, and that is essentially why we saw about an 11% increase from bottom to top here today. I think it averaged out about maybe 8 to 10%, but generally speaking, we're looking pretty good with the price action, somewhere right around 61,400. Now, we've got a resistance at about 63,500, roughly. Bear in mind, that is where the candlestick closed the most. We saw 4 days of candles getting rejected at that specific price point, so that's why I chose that. Just bear in mind, there is a resistance channel, of course, because 65,000 is approximately the highest, right? So just bear that in mind. We get the candlestick to close above 65, it's going to be on its way to 100,000 from there on out. Okay, so just be ready for that. But for right now, we're looking pretty good to kind of get primed and pumped for that. But just bear in mind, we should expect to see some kind of sideways action. I'm expecting, just based on how hard it hit today. We need to have a small period of consolidation to kind of recover, and then we can see another leg up. But we might actually see a slight continuation over the weekend, just based on the natural way in which the whales are taking the weekend off because they're they're reinvesting their profits, right? Or not touching the market. And people like you and I, the average consumer, are driving the price up based on this fear of missing out that's going on right now. So just keep that in mind. That's happening all over the place. So NKN, looking at this here, 1 day chart. Let's see if we can find some positive here. I mean, the price being higher is positive in itself, right? But we're above the 200 and the 50-day simple moving average. Fantastic news. We also broke this resistance level here as well. Very hard, of about 40 cents, and we're trending closer to 50 cents right now. The next major milestone would be 54 cents. Is that 54? Yeah, we can round up and say 54. That is right here. I'll go ahead and extend that out. Basically 53.5 cents. But generally speaking, that is essentially the next major resistance. Let's go ahead and take a look at the RSI. Now, RSI is peaking up over 70 on the 1 day chart. That isn't terrible, but I'd like to see a state of consolidation here in the near future before any further increase, just based on the simple fact that when the RSI comes up over 70 on the 1 day chart specifically, it can have a tendency of kind of getting held down that's basically a resistance level. And the fact that it's breaking above that could imply a continuation. I think it very much is likely, but I'd rather see the price kind of stay just under 70 and kind of just continue up that way and just slowly push the price up, because we really ultimately we want to see a staircase pattern, right? We want to see the price come up and over and kind of continue on its merry way, right? If it just goes straight up, and we're going to see it come down and retrace, it's going to take longer to recover and continue, right? That's usually the nature of it. So just bear that in mind. Take a look here at the MACD. We had a convergence on the first, no surprise there. That was a while back, but we did eventually basically break out of this ascending wedge pattern that I drew here recently. So we're looking good. Furthermore, we're looking at the 4 hour chart here just to quickly note price is above. Again, that's price action here. Above both moving averages, we're looking very, very good here. Not really much to note because the price moving up so quickly and it breaking the resistance level. This is such a large zone that I pretty much just see we're going to see it keep pushing up to test this resistance level of 54 cents approximately, and then probably break through it. Because NKN, when it picks up speed fast. Just bear in mind that depending on when this occurs, will effectively determine the sell-off, right? We may not see a hard sell-off this weekend, but just be ready come Monday or Tuesday if the price is overextended for it to come back down and to probably bounce off of support. So likely the price will break through this resistance zone this weekend, and then it'll probably come down and test that and hold as a support level. And then you can maybe add to your position if the opportunity comes up, right? That's usually what I like to do, is to just essentially buy the dip after the retracement close to support. But yeah, all in all, really good stuff here. Let's take a quick look at the 1 hour charts and kind of wrap it up here. Taking a look at the Ishimoku cloud. No surprise, the price is above the cloud. That's kind of redundant, right? We'd know that going into it based on the fact that it's increased so significantly. But the thing to note here as well, and something to know for future reference, if you're new to the cloud, first of all, the price above the cloud, buy signal, below sell signal. It's really that simple. And if you're also new, I like to throw this out there because I get this question a lot, just disable the first 5 indicators, or the inputs, so to speak, there, because the plots background is all you need, because it really gives you that traditional Ishimoku cloud without all the lagging spans and the crazy stuff that you need to do your research on. But generally speaking, when the price is above the cloud, it's a buy signal, right? But generally here, if we look at this, the price traveled into cloud instead of breaking below, the cloud held it as a support level and continues to push the price up. We see this a lot with continuations on bull patterns, so it's really healthy to be able to see that. And what's awesome too is if the price just keeps going up. That's really nice. But furthermore, I mean, bottom line, NKN's taken off, and we might actually see that tested here during this video, which is exciting. But generally speaking, if we're to see the price just say retrace, you can likely expect it to come down. Just say, for example, it comes down right now, right? And then what it'll do is it'll eventually intercede with the Ishimoku cloud, and it should and could bounce off it and continue upwards. A lot of good bull runs do that. Just bear in mind, we do need a little bit more consolidation first. So if we break this resistance here, I would like to see it consolidate just above and then continue on up after that. There we go, it's going. It's cranking. That's awesome. So yeah, we're up on the day, pretty significant right now for NKN. We're seeing some nice highs. Now moving on to TD sequential, this is something that's equally as important. We're getting close to maxing out. So if we see this here, we count from 1 up to an 8. So we're hypothetically 8 hours into a 9-hour run, right? Now it doesn't always work out that way, don't get wrong, right? You can see it go past 9 for quite some time. But when it does that, again, it has a tendency of retracing quite significantly. So what I like to see, and what we're hoping to see here happen, is that this next hour, of course, we push up above this resistance level, close above that on the 1 hour chart, allow that to establish itself as a support, and then kind of consolidate sideways for a few hours. Because what goes up must come down, right? It doesn't always have to, but it usually does. And the fact that we're 8 hours into this push, we're likely reaching a state of exhaustion, and we could see it either come back down or at least consolidate. So I like what I've seen so far. I just hope it doesn't go up too much further without some type of sideways action. All right, so we'll definitely see here in the coming moments if that happens. By the time you watch this, we'll know, obviously, if this is considered to be a broken resistance or considered a support level. Either way, all good things here for NKN. So big picture here, because I like to again kind of throw this out there as well, because I know that's why you're here. Ultimately, for a prediction on this, right? Is the all-time high, the most recent high, going to be hit this year? Yeah, I can confidently say that. Now, people were wondering why I said that I didn't think that would be the case, for year end, right? In other words, I originally thought that this price being where it's at, it'll probably max out at that. But NKN has a tendency of just going crazy, crazy high really fast. So I would not be surprised if this one takes off and breaks this all-time high. Then we start seeing it behaving like a Solana or a Cardano, where it just keeps creating these new highs, and every new high is a new support level, right? So I think that is very likely. So to give you a realistic prediction, sure, $1.30 is very realistic by year end. I think that's easy. Where it'll go past that, it's hard to say. What we could do is go with a hypothetical here, right? Why don't we throw this up, right? Just to give us an idea of how high it really could go. Okay, so we go to the highest point. So roughly, I would say the best case scenario for this year would be $2.27. Okay, and that's just based on the overall movement, kind of the lowest point from the year, with the Fibonacci retracement kind of predicting out how high it really could go based on the current all-time high being about 147. Now again, I don't put a lot of weight into this, but history, if you look back at Fibonacci and how well it predicts the future, it's actually fairly accurate. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to this point at one point. So that being said, is 50 cents right now a good investment on something that could be plus, $2 plus? Yeah, I think so. That would probably be a 4x, right? That's not bad. If nothing else, you at least possibly get close to a 3x based on the fact that it should hit its all-time high before you're in. So again, good time to buy in. Don't feel like it's you're too late, because ultimately right now with it testing this resistance level here, that's just milestone number one. It's got a lot of room to go, and I think it'll take off if we can break that. It might actually do that here soon. It's already kind of doing that, but we keep this in mind. We want to wait for the 1-day candlestick to close above that to consider it a support level. So don't get, just all gung ho and go all in based on, that being the last, what you think it is. The 1-day chart is the most impactful for support and resistance levels. So make sure that this 1-day candlestick closes above that level in order for it to be considered a support. And if so, just say the price continues up and it travels back down, and that is a support level at about 54 cents, then that would be a good place to add to your position and to average down or to average up, depending on where you're at. So just some friendly advice there. Again, we haven't broken this yet technically. We are only about 20 minutes into this trading cycle, right? It's not very long. So we've got plenty of time, plenty of room left on the clock to see what happens next. So I hope you find benefit, and if you do, obviously like and subscribe. Feel free to consider joining my Patreon community. I do have an awesome group of folks there. In fact, they request that I cover this and many other coins as well, because I like to make sure that we're all happy and learning and growing together. So really cool experience. Again, check that out. Link in the description below for that account if you would like to consider subscribing. Looking forward to getting to know you better. If not, either way, thank you again for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.